Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I've been making some little scrap flowers, so scrap fabric flowers. So I thought I'd just show you how I'm doing it. Really simple to make. I just wanted a few to add into my stash because I like to add them to little projects that I'm doing. And I don't really have any left, so I thought I would just make some up. So they are just lovely. Look at that lovely scruffy bit of fabric, just leftover fabrics. I've also got some beautiful lace in here, which I've just got little offcuts left over, little blue ones, little bits of fabric here. I've got a little bit of stripy fabric which looks really nice. Little tiny pieces of lace that make beautiful little flowers. These are just some scruffy ones. These are some that I've sort of put together, but I'm not going to actually make them up. I'm just making the actual flower. So when I come to use them, look, I've got a little bit of cheesecloth on there, and then I've got another little flower on top, and that works really well. But I'm going to just leave them as they are and make them up when I'm going to use them, because you could put like a little pearl in there. Another little flower, little seam binding flower, little button, all sorts of ways you can use them. Just pop them on top of each other so you can have so many different looks, but I just want them plain like this because when I do a project I can just add them to sort of like fit what I'm doing. But I think they are really nice, really simple. So I have just got scraps of fabric. Now you want sort of like long pieces of fabric, or long pieces of ribbon that I've got here as well, which are really nice. I've got some other bits. Look at all this scrap I've got in here. So I've got this one here, so I can use, let me just use a little bit of this. Now I don't have a huge amount of room here today. I'm just going to cut a little bit off like this. I'm going to show you how simple they are to do. So just tear off a piece of fabric. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just fold this up onto each other like that. So fold it in half again, try and get it as level as you can, and then half again, and just squash it up like that. Now get a pair of nice sharp scissors and just sort of like round the top off, just like sort of little petals. It doesn't have to be perfect, just like that, so you can see you've got like a little edge to it. If you've got some like pinking shears or something like that, you can use those, which would work really well as well. And then I'm going to do it this way. I've got the pattern underneath, okay, and I'm just going to do a little running stitch just on the bottom of it, just all the way through like this. And again, you can use all sorts of different fabrics that you've got, and bits of sort of like leftover lace, and they make such pretty little flowers, and it's nice to sort of use up your stash. I was going to make some little seam binding flowers, but I found all my scrap fabric, so I thought I'd give it a go with some of these. And then once you've done that, you want to bring the two edges together round like that, so you've got the back of the fabric on the top like that. Okay, make sure they are together, and then all as you do is just sew them like that. It's really simple. Just sew the ends together. A little bit of thread is a little bit too long really, like that. Pull it nice and tight. There we go. Whoopsie daisy. Tight, and just chop that off. And then you've got this beautiful little flower. So just wiggle it around so you get it all nice and even, like that. And I think, look how simple was that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sort of like ruffle up the edges just to make it nice and shabby like that. And I think how simple and easy is that as a flower. Now I've got another little one here which is made out of the same material, so you could sort of like just pop them on top of each other, pop a little pearl in the middle, and that would look absolutely gorgeous on a little tag or journal card or little envelope on the front of one of your journals, which will look really pretty. I've got, let me just get this one here. I've got the tag that I had from the Friday freebie, so that I think would look absolutely gorgeous on there. Really, really lovely. And you can just take the middle out and just have whatever sort of colour, and they all sort of like match in. It's a nice little shiny one there. So I think they look really, really lovely, and it's such a nice little addition to any of your projects. This is a little bit of I think it's sort of like sari fabric on this one, and I did have another one, a little pink one, which I think is this one here, which got little sequins on, but I think they are lovely. So here we go, we can just use a lovely piece of blue lace, which I've got this last little piece, so let me just cut a little section off, make a little knot in the end of here. So you could do this sat watching telly, or your favourite YouTube channel, or whatever you like, listening to some music. I normally have the radio on up here in my craft room. So I'm just going to do just a little running stitch all the way down one side. So if you've got a nice long needle, you can fit it all onto the same needle, all on at the same time, like that, and then just pull it through. If we can get it all straight, back to back like that, or end to end. Just pop end to end. I've got pink cotton in this one, and then just sew those together like that. Pull it nice and tight. This is exactly the same way as I make my little seam binding flowers, and I just love those. I need to make some more. I keep saying that, but I need to colour some seam binding as well to make them. And there we go, we've got this beautiful little flower. Just wiggle it around like that, and look at that. How gorgeous is that to pop into a little project? So they're super, super simple. There's my needle. These are all some like little scraps that I've got. So look, this is a little bit of the sari fabric that I had. Let me just tie a knot in the end. This one I'm just going to, if you have the back facing up, I find it a lot easier for some reason. I'm just going to do a little stitch, just stitch, running stitch down the edge of one side. Doesn't matter how long your fabric is or how wide, you just use what you have like that. Oops, missed a bit there. Back to back like that, and then tie a little knot in it. Is that the right way? No, we want to go this way, don't we? That's so the back, you want the back of the fabric at the top here, like that. Tie a little knot there. Make sure the cotton's on the right side. Just like that. Oops. And then we will just snip that off. And then we've got this beautiful little flower. Just hold it in the middle and wiggle it around like that, and look at that. So the wider the fabric, this is a piece of ribbon here, so obviously the wider the fabric, the bigger the flower you're going to get. And also you can actually, the wider the fabric, you can get a nicer little scallop sort of edge on the side. This is a bit of sort of chiffon fabric, and I think they're really, really pretty. So I'm just loving them, and they are just so simple. So you can just carry on and get all your little bits of scrap fabric or lace, and make up lots of little fancy flowers. Look, here's a piece of just lace. Let's see what this one comes out like. sure I do a little knot there so it doesn't come through the holes. So we can just go in and out like that. Doesn't matter how big you make your stitches, just do the running stitch all the way to the end. Super simple, like that, all the way to the end. I think this might be a little bit too, this is quite thick, this lace on this one, so let's just see. I could have probably made 2 flowers out of this one. Let's have a look. Pop the ends together. Pull it nice and tight. Like that. This one's going to have a bigger hole in the middle because it's quite thick. So that together like that. Ouch. That's stabbing yourself. There we go. Chop that off and look at that lovely little flower. I just love them. It's got a little hole in, but you can pop a little pearl or something in there, and I think that's so pretty. And look, you could pop that in the middle of these. So you could have lots of randoms and just mix and match them, but I think they are so pretty. So there we go, guys. I thought I'd just show you what I was doing. So I'm going to carry on and make some more, use up all my bits of fabric that I've got here. I have got a great big pot here, and I have got a great big pot under my desk as well, but I don't think I will be using all of it. But I'm just loving these. Look at that, just gorgeous. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Alright guys, bye bye.